Doubles and coffee. So Gypsy, PNM chairman and NCC, you now resign. TSTT board, you now resign. WASA board, you now resign. Let me be unambiguous. Let me make it pellucid. The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not just the cabinet ministers, the MPs and so on. It consists of an entire team of board members, chairman and so on, and statutory authorities, national enterprises, state boards. When you lose in an election, the convention is that when you have morality, integrity, and you understand propriety, you resign. Why? Because your team lost. You are in a political party and you subscribe to a political philosophy. And when that philosophy is rejected, you have been rejected. You must go. So those who trying to hang on and say, well, we're in transition and we're waiting to do this, like Dr. Miriam Abdul Richards at NIBDEC, go your way, lady. Your philosophy, your prime minister, your team, your means of running the country has been rejected overwhelmingly in a landslide. Your attitude, your policies, your corrupt practice, your nepotism, your selective tendering, your lack of procurement, your poor corporate governance has been rejected. So go with your team. PNM has lost. It's simple. It's not no rocket science. Some of those PNM members who understand the politics went quickly, quietly, swiftly with their team. So as they lost, you're supposed to have your resignation letter right there, just to sign it and hand it over. Trying to stay on for whatever reason shows lack of integrity, morality, ethics, and political wisdom. So just go, because think about it, the new Prime Minister, KAMLA Persad-Bissessar, and her government subscribe to a totally different philosophy from yours. For example, Dr. Miriam Abdul Richards, KAMLA Persad-Bissessar would never have a chairman of a board who on the eve of election goes and takes out a $250 million loan to try to pave road in 4 weeks. Road can't pave. That amount of money can never be spent efficiently in 4 weeks. But your board approved that with your PNM government. Go your way. KAMLA Persad-Bissessar does not subscribe to the Noel Garcia philosophy of monopolizing taxpayers' money. And for example, at UDCOT, to build ridiculous buildings that are useless and waste taxpayers' money. KAMLA Persad-Bissessar's philosophy is not to build $131 million car parks for no car to park, to take Skinner Park from a world-class football facility where FIFA competitions could be played and turn it into a small sweat at a cost of $150 million. Or in Diego Martin, to build a sporting recreation ground with Rowley's golfing partner and go up above cost and without the necessary wherewithal to be useful to the community to lock it off. KAMLA Persad-Bissessar believes that the board members should carry out their duties properly, with tenders properly. No, she does not believe in ministers procuring, like under the Port Authority with Allison due diligence Lewis, who allowed Keith Christopher Rowley and Stuart Smallpin Young to go down to Australia, meet with good suppliers, and conduct what was deemed a tender process by ministers to procure ferries or to buy a galleon's passage for a port yet to be built. But the boat was purchased by the PNM. You board members were put there by the PNM, selected by the PNM, put forward by the PNM cabinet. When the PNM lost, you lost. When the UNC won, everyone else won. So come out and stop playing the fool. So Gypsy, you finally wake up and gone. Good riddance. Go with your PNM. Go and try to help Penny or Smallpin or LaHunt or whoever, all that chaos that's going on. And leave the governance of the country for KAMLA Persad-Bissessar. We exist in a Westminster system, and it's very simple. Furthermore, really and truly, the only people who should stay, who have the moral, ethical, principled, and professional stance to stay, are public servants on the establishment. Even those on contract hired, not by the establishment, those on contract hired by the permanent secretaries and going through the public service process and so on, that's fine. They are there to just do their jobs to the best of their ability to conduct and to implement the policy of the incoming government under their rules, finance rules and so on. But all of those people who were hired by the boards that must now go should resign. Now, do you all have the wherewithal, the intellectual fortitude, propriety, courtesy, understanding, morality and ethics to do so? I doubt, because you want to stay there to try to be a cog, to try to be a spoke in the wheel of Kamla Persad-Bissessar. But Kamla Persad-Bissessar is intelligent people and can deal with that situation. However, this is information for the population. Those people who were hired by the very same boards who created our HR committee, an interview committee, advertised jobs and conducted that process and were in charge of hiring people, all of those people should go too. Because you be a different government with a different philosophy is in charge. You can't subscribe to Rowley's philosophy of wean yourself off the government. His new society of taxpayers' dollars for recusals and for the friends and financiers of Rowley. And then also simultaneously subscribe to Kamla Persad-Bissessar's philosophy, which is the people's resources, the taxpayers' money, the taxes, the state resources are to redound to the benefit of the people. Those two philosophies are diametrically opposed. So you can't subscribe to one on a Monday, Kamla win, and you subscribe to that on a Tuesday. It doesn't work. The Westminster system prescribes that all with ethics, with morality, with understanding of politics must go. So those who understand that, go in peace. Let the Prime Minister, who has been elected by the people because of her plans, her programs, her policy, her heart, her soul, her care. The people want Kamla. Let Kamla rule without intervention, without obstacle. Now, PNM, we know you all won't do that. So that is why Kamla have people like me. We go handle it, don't worry, we're afraid. Bless.